Here's some blues licks to add to your arsenal. Okay, so every one of these we can play over an A7 chord. So the first one starts off on the flat 3, then we're gonna go up to the major third, the 5th, the 13th, then back to the 5th. Now from here we're gonna hit the 13th and then bend up into the flat 7. Then release the bend, back to the 13th. So we got this so far. So once we get to that point, then we're going to go back to the 5th, then down to the 11th, then back up to the 13th, and now we're going to hit the minor third and kind of do a trill to the major third. So that whole part looks like this. Now from here we're going to hit the root, A, and then go down to the flat 7. So adding that on, that sounds like this. Now from here we're going to do a double stop up here at the root on the B string, and then the 5th right here on the G string. Then we're going to do a pull off with our third finger. We're going to have our first finger ready here on the flat 7, just like this. Now from here, we're going to do a little chromatic, some passing tones down to the 3rd and the 5th. So that looks like this. Then I'm going to go. And that's the first lick. Okay, so the second lick, it starts out with a hammer on from the 11th to the sharp 4 or flat 5, the blue note, whatever, however you want to think about that one. Hammer on, and then you're going to pull off immediately. Then another pull off to the flat 3. And then we're going to go to the root. Okay, so once we got that part, then we're going to go to the flat 3, major 3, then flat 7 here. Then we're going to go to the 5th on the A string, then back up to the root here, and then we're going to come all the way down here to the flat 3 on the A string, and we're going to bend up. Then we're going to hit the root here on the E string, then the flat 7, then we're going to come back up to the flat 3 here, and then the 13th. So from here we're going to go flat 3, major 3, 5, 13, and back to 5. Now from here we're going to go from the flat 3 on the G string, and then slide back to the 9th, and then the root. So that whole part looks like this. The whole lick slowly. The third lick starts off fairly similarly to the second lick, technique-wise, but the notes are different. So we're going to start off on the 9th here, on the E string. Then we're going to go up to the flat 3, back to 9, and 1. Then from there, we're going to go to flat 7. When we hit this root here, then we're going to go back to the flat 7 again. Then to the 5th, and then the 11th. And then we're going to do a chromatic walk up from the 5th to the 13th. Then we're going to do a chromatic walk down, exactly the same notes that we just went up. And hit that at 11th. Now we're going to go 13th and flat 3, and slide that up into 7 and 3, flat 7 and 3. So slowly that looks like this. Okay, so from here we're going to jump all the way up to the 11th on the E string. That would be a D. Hit that twice and then go down to C, which would be the flat 3. And then back up to the 11th. And then we're going to hit the 5th. Then we're going to hit the flat 3 and then hammer on the major 3rd. And then hit the root here. And that's all 3 licks. I hope you like them.